Hello, lovely people. Good morning. I have a little heart message for you about how to handle setbacks. So about a month or so ago, I injured my right rotator cuff in training, and this really bummed me out. I was really upset about it. Having said that, it was my own fault because I had noticed that I had more stress on my right shoulder and my the right side of my back, and I had been postponing going for a massage and postponing, and I was literally just pushing myself in training. And so eventually something had to happen, and I ended up rupturing the rotator cuff on my right shoulder. And at first, like I said, I was just really annoyed. I was frustrated with myself. And I was still a little bit pushing myself. And I spoke to a friend of mine who did the same thing, and basically he said it actually took him a few months. I thought it was going to take like a few weeks, 2 weeks to recover, and now it's been over a month, maybe a month and a half, and it's still not fully recovered. And I was just watching everyone training and doing the things that, you know, I would have been doing, and I just felt bummed out. I was really upset about it. Anyway, I basically couldn't accept it. So this friend of mine said it's going to take a few months. And I was also told to, obviously, I needed to take a step back. So I'm just sharing you my process. So the first part of really accepting setbacks, of handling setbacks, is to accept it. As simple and as stupid as that sounds, because a lot of the times when we come across our blocks or setbacks, the first thing we do is we try to push through. Well, at least this is what I do sometimes. I try to push through and break through the resistance and all of that. Obviously this case was different because this was an injury. But the first part of handling any setbacks is to fully accept it. The second part is to take a step back. And in doing that, I mean, in my case was really to rest. And in doing that, what opened up for me were different areas of training and also different areas of my work that I actually had to refocus. And two things that happen in training, which I mean you can relate to in other things with work. One of them was I'm actually now building a stronger foundation in exercises and things that I kind of skipped and didn't do properly before. So now I'm reworking those exercises to build a stronger foundation for my shoulder, and obviously rehab work and things like that. And I actually got redirected to some exercises that I didn't want to do. Not to do with my shoulder, more so with legs. But I'm doing, and I actually started to finish some projects which I wouldn't have done before if I was still, healthy and had a good shoulder, basically. So the second step would be to, once you take a step back, is to redirect your focus. Can you look at building a stronger foundation? Are there other things that you can work on or look at that would actually support you in the future? And lastly would be to obviously come back to the block or the resistance or whatever you're going through once you are fully healed and ready. I mean, I'm still not fully healed and ready because I can test and feel it, but eventually it will come back round. And I always find that when you come back round to something after you've been away from it for some time, you tend to come back with fresh eyes and you tend to see things from a different perspective. I mean, obviously I'm talking about my shoulder here, but I'm trying to explain it in different ways where you can look at it with your work or with your personal life or with your relationship. So sometimes it does take a setback for you to accept, take a step back, work on different things that will actually support you with this whole situation, for then you to come back later on with fresh eyes, new perspectives, and maybe an inner strength that you didn't have before because you didn't have that foundation. Anyway, I thought I'd share, the story. Maybe some of you can relate, and let me know in the comments how you deal with setbacks. Any tips that you have or what you do in terms of dealing with setbacks, I would love to know. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and Have a good day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.